And there is a great, great, powerful sphere of illumined white light to your right. It comes in on a diagonal on the right-hand side of your head, angled just behind the right eye. That is its point of entry. See clearly, beloveds, in your spiritual eye, a luminescent ball of white light. It is white living light. As you can see it in your spiritual eye, just see it hovering above your head, on the right side of your head, sort of on the side, angled just above the right eye. And hold that imagery for a moment. It plays an important role. It comes with divine sacred codes from the higher intermediaries of higher celestial civilizations. A conference, if you will, coalition, a council of great light. And indeed, we want to invite this council of light. But first, we begin to raise our frequency. We do so with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath. Each inhalation and each exhalation is sacred and holy. And with a natural in-breath and out-breath, the extension of our chest, and when it collapses in with the out-breath, all of it is holy, it's sacred. And the breath now takes over, for it has its own intelligence, for indeed, it is the breath of God, it is the breath of Brahma. And so it takes charge and it animates and moves the physical, mental, and emotional body as it begins to attune, integrate, and adjust with a higher frequency coming from this frequency ball of illumined organic celestial light. It is aware of its presence as all the cells in our body, as all consciousness in the physical, mental, and emotional, in the conscious and the unconscious, in the superconscious, in the subtle bodies, are aware of this divine presence that hovers on the right upper side of our heads. And already, through the sacred breath, there is a calming of the spirit. And the physical body, the mental and emotional body now become into a neutral, centered, peaceful place. You can feel and sense this energy already bringing in a higher frequency, acceleration of vibration within our field. Simply breathing, understanding that each breath and in-breath and exhalation is a process of divine service, divine mercy, divine understanding, divine wisdom, all coalescing, integrating into one. And as this inner peace now is anchored deeply, unshakable, for this time now, all earthly concerns seem so far away. Indeed, it has no place in the sacredness of this eternal now and in this moment. It is an opportunity for all cares and concerns to simply fade away. As the illumination and the rising up of frequency begins, as is all normal, adjustments in our physical, mental, and emotional bodies bring it into a place of singularity, of profound, abiding peace. Indeed, beloveds, a respite for the human consciousness. And in this place, we bask for a while, ever aware of the ball of white celestial light that hovers just above our head to the right. And in this illumination, in this frequency, indeed, not only do we breathe in the sacred breath through our mouth and our nose, but our entire body breathes and exhales. We are the one breath. We are the breath of the divine. And so we just stay here in these few minutes here with this experience of divine grace flowing in through the various centers of our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. A specific position, an alignment, purposeful, in bringing into a greater weaving in of higher celestial grace and peace. So we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. And we simply allow and be, allow and be, allow and be. As we are in this unshakable peace, as we continually sense, see, feel, and know the ever increasing of vibration. Indeed, the electrons spin and our atomic and subatomic levels continue to spin that much faster, oscillating not only at the speed of light, but beyond the speed of light. No longer gripped by the physical, mental, and emotional worlds of a 3D density, but transcended to that, beyond the filament, out into the spaciousness of the eternal cosmos. And with each and every single in-breath and out-breath, our consciousness expands even as we are aware of this white, organic, illumined, radiant light that somehow plays a role in all of this. We understand that this is a gift. We understand that we are moving into the higher frequency of this celestial white orb. And so we simply choose to relax our bodies, have the breath bring about the inner peace, the anchoredness of our divinity. And now, as we continue to allow the higher peace that flows in, supported by the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, from various streams of consciousness, creating this one singularity of intention and purpose. We allow ourselves to simply expand and to move into all directions at once as there are no parameters. And we can be in this eternal now, a sense of who we are and what we are. As we traverse the expansiveness of the cosmos, as we feel, sense, and see the celestial energies that now gravitate to us, as we begin to integrate with these higher frequencies of light, coming in on the waveforms of undulating, unconditional love, tapping again once into this higher frequency, purposefully, in collaboration and partnerships with many, many, many radiant ones who look at us and view us as radiant ones as we view them as radiant ones, each playing their individual and collective role, all part of a great plan, a great cosmic plan, the divine plan. Each has their worlds they represent to assist and to help. But this plan encompasses multitude worlds. And indeed, those of the family of light upon the physical earth who have not forgotten, participate in this universal cosmic event. As great councils come around, a galactic strategy, a great interface of many, many vibrations of consciousness interconnecting and interlocking, sharing in the massiveness of consciousness field from many, many different perceptions, points of views, and dynamics, sharing now in this field the higher consciousness of all information, all knowledge, all wisdom, and simply choosing to expand your consciousness individually and as this great collective, ever seeking the higher perspectives, understanding, and wisdom, boundless, eternal, and moving through the undulating waveforms of unconditional love, the one uniting factor of the multitudes and multitudes of consciousness bites coming together to form one divine collective. No longer can we separate one stream of consciousness from the other, for it has created something new and different. As all radiant beings of light who have chosen to be here in this moment, creates now a higher thought frequency, a higher thought form, a collective thought form, a cosmic thought form, coming from the undulating waveforms of unconditional love and illumination. And so we simply bathe our consciousness in this field as we send forth the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom we hold, as we receive the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from others, all contributing into this one collective, all receiving and sharing in this one collective. And now we become aware that this white orb of illumined light that resides in the area of the physical, mental, and emotional bodies now moves into the middle of the physical head, even as we expand our consciousness in this singularity into this group consciousness space. Different operations taking place all at the same time as we are in our multi-dimensional expressions, doing many things at once. And indeed, in some cases, able now to tap into those higher powers innate with us, being able to see and sense 360 degrees, the art of levitation, those experiences that we have glimpses of in our dream state when we tap into this collective unconscious of purposeful intention. This illumined light now entering into the physical, mental, and emotional bodies is the tethering and the anchoring of the higher consciousness of this singularity. To bring in this singularity of the multiple streams of consciousness, now streaming in and collecting within the great ball of celestial white light. It is indeed the illumination of the mind, the illumination of the third eye, the illumination of all the body biologies of the endocrine system, the interfacing of the chakra systems in the physical world and in the higher singularity consciousness we experience now. All happening at the same time in this eternal now, in this oneness moment. And so we simply breathe and allow the intricacies of this process to take place. We continue to experience mind expansion, limitless and eternal. Allowing the white light, organic white light, the swollen sphere to do its work in the physical, mental, and emotional levels as we continue to expand in consciousness in the divine collective taking place. Yes, indeed, beloveds, to be here in this moment, to be here in this now. It is indeed the path less traveled. It indeed is the narrow path, but you are here. And now as this happens, as you hold the great vibration of the celestial realms of light, as you hold the frequency of the higher peace, the higher wisdom, the higher vision. Each and all bring into their home planet. And for the children upon the earth, they bring in their beloved Earth Mother, known by many names. As each collective does the same for their home planet. And as they do, collectively hold it for the great Hunamku, for the many suns, the many celestial. And we hold the vision now of the ascended realms of light and unconditional love that brings forth anchored peace and perfect balance. And in this anchored peace and perfect balance, there is the continual ascension process, amplified, continuing to move in frequency, higher and higher, bringing with it the human consciousness and the beloved consciousness of Earth and all of her life. We hold this provision. We hold this station as we envision how we see the great Earth Mother in a golden age of peace and perfect balance. As we come together in this co-creation process for our future selves, our descendants, for all humanity in its ascension role. Hold your positions. Now the brilliant white light that has encased your head on the physical, mental, and emotional basis, see clearly in your spiritual eye this same light completely encompassing your Earth Mother. So there is a great triangulation, trinity of this grace that flows. You bring your attention once again, observing the blue pearl known as Gaia, as Earth Mother, ablaze in the white light, a combination of light from the upper worlds, bathing her, soothing her, healing her, and ascending her and all of her life. Energy continues to flow in deeply and around this great Trinity. So you will stay a few more moments. Hold your positions. Zimba, 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 Zimba. And as much as we would want to stay in this loving embrace of the cosmos and all the streams of consciousness that has created this collective, we know that each of us must return to do our work in the physical, mental, and emotional frequencies of a three-dimensional world. But we breathe in and we integrate this experience, for this experience will continue within us and around us in our field. We make note to remember this experience. We make note to remember the white illumined orb. On the count of three, we will prepare ourselves to be back, awake, alert, and very, very anchored. 1, 2, we've pulled in our electromagnetic field. We're released from the group consciousness as they have drawn in their electromagnetic field. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, grounded, and in our physical, mental, and emotional bodies.